This something else I have. I did kind of some study on here, but I don't have it all uh, together as I would like to have. But this is what I want to say. Like, before you get ready to get the true blessing, God allows something to be put in your face to see if you're gonna take that or follow Him first and then receive the greater blessing afterwards. And I can give you an experience, but I'm going to give you the word of God first before I give you my experience. Okay, now, when Peter and the fishermen, and when they were fishing, and when they were fishing, before they were able to follow Jesus, they didn't catch anything. And this according to Luke 5 and 6. Then they caught a great multitude of fish. Okay, and then so they didn't have anything, and they caught a great multitude of fish. So many fish, it was hard for them to to carry them all. It speaks in one of the Gospels of the first four chapters of the New Testament, or the between Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, about the net was breaking, that it was so many fish. Okay, so now they're fishermen, and they have this great huge catch that Jesus gave them, and now He's about to tell them to follow them. So it's a choice. What do you choose? Do you choose Jesus, or do you choose the world? Do you choose this great big multitude of fish that you have and think of all the profits you can make off of it? Or do you choose Jesus? And they chose to follow Jesus. Okay, so that's just an example, and I want to give you this too. Like, I haven't studied much on that, but God was just taking me there, and I didn't do much studying on it. But just think about Lot and Abraham. Okay, with Lot and Abraham, they were already blessed anyway, but it was a greater blessing afterward for Abraham. Abraham received even more and more blessing, and he became the father of faith. Uh, you know, and Lot looked at the things of the world, and Lot went after the things of the world. And it also came with humility, because Abraham gave Lot the choice. Hey, whatever land you take, then I'll take the other land. And he took the other land. Okay? And now we got this right here, and we got another example, right? It's either you choose the world or you choose the things of God. Okay, it says, and this is Levi, and this is Luke 5, and we're going to say 27. And after these things he went forth and saw a publican named Levi sitting at the receipt of custom, and he said unto him, Follow me. And he left all, rose up and followed him. He left everything he had. That means money, everything. Peter left his wife, he left all that stuff, and he followed Jesus. He left everything. The other guy, the one that said that spoke to Jesus, and he said, I have kept all of these commandments, from my youth. He still told him, he said, go and give everything you have away and follow me. And so it's just like a choice that you're gonna have to make. You either choose the things of the world, or you choose the things of God. Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. So uh, God will bless you, and you can have things with God, but it's gonna be some point in your life when you walking with God that you're gonna be pressed down, because that's what's gonna strengthen your character. That's what's gonna give you endurance. You know, that's what's gonna give you. That's what you need. We need that persecution, because get what? If it happened and we ain't never been persecuted, get what? Then we get to turn on God and we get angry at God why that happened. Is you still gonna trust God in the persecution? Yeah, you gonna trust God when they're going good, but you gonna trust God when everything falling apart, when cows and horses falling out the sky. Is you gonna trust God when that happen? Is you gonna still stay faithful to God when that happen, and it keep happening and it keep happening? I don't know how long exactly Job was went through that persecution. But just say it was probably for a long time. As you gonna, long suffer and endure through that persecution, like with the right attitude and with trust in God, and not, you know, not complaining You know, you may complain, but not complaining to God like, God, why, or blaming God without blaming God, like, God, why you doing this to me? You know, so that's what we have to, you know, be. That's what we have to be at. Like, let the things of the world go and don't really care nothing about nothing in the world, cause this stuff ain't. It ain't nothing anyway. It's attachment and it's stuff for the devil to play off your mind with. Like, what if you lose it? What if you lose that? What if you lose it? What if you lose that? Especially, I'm just gonna be real. Especially if God really calling you, and you really striving. And see, I'm gonna say, see, these spirits, see, they don't know everything, but they see way further than man. See, and they kind of have some idea of what God gonna do with your life. So if they seeing something that you really being a problem for them, and you really finna be a problem against the kingdom of darkness, really, it better really just be real. That's why, like, for me, but not really even have nothing. If some come my way, hey, I have some. I just take my little regular job and have what I have. Because they want to play out anything with me. I ain't even going to tell you how petty these spirits is, because you might not believe it. They want to play out anything. Man, these folks want to play out for a piece of bread. That's how petty they is. You talking about you got a house, you got a car, all type of threat. Police might get behind you. God gonna let it happen, because God gonna let you be tested. God might ain't let you lose it. Make sure you don't care about it. So he gonna be exalted. This, you know, let devil, cause I ain't gonna say that they even going and present themselves before God no more. But God hear everything, right? And they plotting and talking about you in the spirit. We gonna make him lose it. We gonna make him lose that. Then he gonna forsake God. God hearing this. So get what God do. God gonna let them run it in motion. And then when you lose the stuff and you still glorifying God, then get what? Who ashamed? They ashamed. Alright, but this is what I want to get to right here. This is blindness. Okay, and this is what I really need to get to. This is blindness. And I'm finna go to this is John, what I'm talking about. And this is blindness. And this is a part of blindness. Okay? And I'm gonna start off, I'm gonna read John 8 and 33. That's where I'm gonna start off at. Okay, now I ain't even gonna start off at John 8 and 33. I'm gonna start off at John 8 and 32. Okay, Jesus was speaking to the people. That's what I'm gonna tell you what this is about. Jesus was speaking to the people, and you know they were believing him at one point, and then as he continued to speak. Okay, then I'm finna start at 8 and 32 now. And Jesus said, "And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." Okay, this is John 8 and 33. They answered him, "We be Abraham's seed, and were never in bondage to any man. How sayest thou, ye shall be free?" Okay, I'm going to read that again. John 8 and 33. These are, you know, the children of Israel, the Jews. These are the Jews. Okay, it say, they answered him, "We be Abraham's seed. We were never in bondage to any man." This is what they said. They said, remember, this is what the point is. This is the Jews. They say, "We Abraham's seed. We were never in bondage to any man." They just get caught in offense. And they're blind now. They say they were never in bondage, right? They were definitely in bondage. What about the bondage they were in when they were in Egypt? What about the bondage they were in when they were taken to Babylon? What about the bondage they were in when they had the judges? They had Othniel, Ehud, Deborah, Gideon, Samson. What about all that bondage? See, they forgetting about all that bondage, and now they're talking about they were never in bondage. That's blindness, because and they're offended. Because he said, "You shall be free," and they want to be free, and they're not free. And now they're saying they've never been in bondage, and they've been in bondage to Egypt. They were in bondage in Babylon. They were in bondage with the Philistines. They had needed judges. Okay, this is John 8 and 39. They answered and said unto him, "Abraham is our father." Jesus said unto them, "If you were Abraham's children, you would do the works of Abraham." Okay, and Romans 9 and 7. Let me see where I'm going with this. But that's definitely the point I wanted to make. I hope I don't get lost. I have some of this stuff wrote down. Okay. In Romans 9 and 7. "Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called." Okay. This is 9 and 8. They which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of God, but the children of the promise are counted for seed. Okay, then I go to Galatians. Therefore know that only those who are of faith are the sons of Abraham. This go on into something else. And this goes on into, if you don't believe in Jesus, you can't be a child of God. Because it says, let's in Galatians, by faith we are the children of God. It's only through faith that we are counted seed. But that's what I really want to focus on, and that's what I need to do. That's the right thing. Only a couple of verses. But you see that, and that's the focus of it, and that's blindness. Blindness. They say that they were never in bondage to any man. How are you going to say that you're going to set us free? We were never in bondage. And we all know the Bible. They were in bondage in Egypt. They were in bondage in Babylon. They were in bondage when they had the judges. They were in bondage in many different times in the Bible. And now, here they are saying, we were never in bondage. That's blindness. Alright, thank you, Father God, in the mighty name of King Jesus.